What's up, guys? Today's video is going to be about the best fishing places for Portland, Rockport, Fulton area. A lot of you guys have requested for me to do a video like this, so here it goes. The thing about Rockport is it's a beautiful town. I actually like it better than Port Aransas because there's less people, and it's just a nice town. It's got great fishing places, and I just think it doesn't get enough attention. So where we're at today is we're 181 across the Harbor Bridge, and you take the Moore exit, turn right, and just go all the way down. And I think this is called Sunset Park or something like that. But this is a real good fishing area for wade fishing, and there's plenty of room here for all you guys. Because I know some of you guys, you always make comments that you're giving away all our good fishing spots. That's not true. These are all people know. Everybody knows about these spots. Most people do. Maybe people coming down from Austin, San Antonio, they don't know. But there's enough room here for everybody. So if you put a comment down there, I'm not even going to respond to that comment. My job with this channel is to help people catch more fish and show them some good places to fish when they come down here on vacation, so they're not wasting their time, and that's why I do these type of videos. But anyways, Sunset, I think this is called Sunset Valley Park or Sunset Park. It's right off the highway, and you got two places you could fish. You could fish on this side right here, which is the bay side, and then you've got this side over here, which I'll show you, which is towards the highway, which a lot of people wade out there. The water's pretty shallow, so you can wade out there pretty good ways. And I brought me a pole, but I'm not going to throw it here because I've got the wrong shoes on. I shouldn't be wearing these shoes to do this kind of video, man. But I didn't think about it. But anyways, you can see that the tide is really, really low. Very low tide. Usually the water's right up here, so you'd be able to cast right here, or you could wade out way out there and maybe catch you some flounder, some redfish, and some trout out here. But this is a very popular spot. You can see the city of Corpus Christi over there. And like I said, there's lots of birds, lots of action going on here during the week and on the weekends. It's Sunday right now. There's not a whole lot of people at the end of it. Where there's a trail you can walk, there's a lot of people. But you can see that side over there. I'm going to put the drone up and show you guys a better view. So today we've got a glass minnow hooked up to 20-pound braid, low visibility gray, and I've got my Fierce 3 combo from Penn that I'm going to use to see if maybe we can bring in a flounder today somewhere. So almost every place I go, I'm going to be throwing that lure and see if I can bring in a flounder. It's kind of a perfect thing for flounder. I've never used a glass minnow before, so this will be the first time. As you can see, guys, you can see there's all kinds of areas that you could fish all the way along this shoreline. You even fish over there by the highway as well. And you could see this area over here. You can see the road coming in. And then on the bay side, you've got the whole area, and usually the water is up to this edge right here. But you could see the whole entire area that you have to fish in all the way down the shoreline there. Look at that. So this is a perfect spot to do some wade fishing for you guys that like to wade fish. You can see you'll have all the way down to that area as well. There's a ton of areas you can go wade fishing all the way around this park here. All right, guys, this is the first spot on our tour today. We'll end up at Copano Bay, or Copano Bay, however you say it. And then Goose Island State Park. That's where we'll end up today. But anyways, hope you enjoy this video. Make sure you guys, if you're interested in daily surf reports, you go to my community tab. There's even a link right here at the top of the YouTube channel, and you get daily surf reports. Also, think about following me on Facebook. You also get daily surf reports, and follow me on Instagram. Sometimes I post stuff on Facebook and Instagram that I do not post on YouTube, so you get some extra content there. So let's go to number 2, guys. This is number 1 spot on your way to Portland, Rockport area. This is a really good wade fishing spot where you can catch some trout, you can catch some flounder, redfish, pretty much everything you can catch in the Gulf you could catch here, for those of you guys that like to wade fish. All right, guys, we're at number 2 spot. We're in Rockport, almost downtown. You can see downtown over in that area right there. And this is a place that kind of reminds me of Packery Channel. Man, it's kind of chilly out here. We're gonna throw this little glass minnow in here and see if there's any flounder laying around in here. Come on, big flounder, come on, big flounder. I've never used a glass minnow before. Man, this pole casts pretty good. I don't even see one fish out here. Not even any bait fish. Maybe I'll let it drop and then kind of bump it. All right, looks like we're skunked for today. Oh, that water is cold, man. All right, that glass minnow ain't working. All right, guys, we're right here by downtown Rockport, Texas, and this is a spot where I guess you could wade fish if you wanted to, but it looks like it gets pretty deep off the edge. But it's kind of like Packery Channel. It's got like a walkway with railing and everything, lots of rocks and everything. It looks like it'd be a good spot if the water temperatures were good. Right now they're kind of cool, but it's right downtown. Just right across over there is downtown this way, and this is the number 2 spot here, so I'll give you a good look at it. So you can see you can walk all the way out to that end out there where there's people fishing right now. Doesn't look like anybody caught anything because I've been watching people walk back and forth, but this looks like it'd be a really good spot in the summertime. And like I said, downtown Rockport, Texas is right there. People fishing on the end, and that's actually where I would be fishing at. Look at all them birds out there, man, sitting on that, what's left of the pier that was probably destroyed in a hurricane. There's a lot of birds. You can see how shallow it is on this side here. Like I said, the tide is down, so water would probably be up to those rocks over there. The way you get here, guys, is you come down, I think that's 70, and you just come all the way down to the end. Wow, I just watched this bird over here. I don't know if you guys can see that bird in the water over there. He had a pretty good sized fish, so there is some fish, bait fish that's up near the shore. But yeah, he had a big old fish in his mouth. But this reminds me of Packery Channel. Pretty cool. This looks like a really good spot in the spring and summertime. Wintertime, probably not too much. I imagine you can catch some big drum out here in the wintertime, but it looks like a really hot spot in the summer, spring, and stuff like that. So that's head to number 3. This is number 2, Rockport, Texas. All right, guys, this is number 3 spot, which is right off 35 Business right here, right through Rockport. Over there, they've got a park, which they'll charge you $10 to get in that park. I just actually tried to get in there, but I'm not gonna pay 10 bucks just to go in there and look at it. But right now, the tide's down real low. Every time I pass by here, when I'm for work, I always see people wade fishing out here. So you could see it's not deep at all right here. You could actually see the structure they have right there. And apparently people catch some pretty good sized flounder and trout in this bay area right here. Over there they got a beach if you like to go swimming, Rockport Beach into the bay. It's pretty nice. I've been there before. But this is number 3 spot here. And you could wade fish, I mean, you could wade way out there. You can see how far you can get out there. And like I said, people have been known to catch some pretty good sized flounder and some big trout in here during high tide. Right now the birds are all out there taking care of it and everything like that. So this is the number 3 spot right off of 35 Business, not too far from downtown Rockport. And if you like wade fishing, you can even put your kayaks in over there as well. I see a lot of people out here in the spring and summertime kayaking. You can put them in over on the other side. I guess you could put them in here as well when the tide's up. But this is supposed to be a pretty good fishing spot. The thing about Rockport, guys, is it's overshadowed by Port Aransas. Most of you people that come down here for vacation, they always go to Port Aransas. And Rockport is much, much cheaper as far as lodging, restaurants, and stuff like that. And it's a pretty laid-back town. So I would suggest this, you know, if you like wade fishing and stuff like that. So maybe this guy's pulling up the wade fish here. But anyways, it's definitely, you got all this room. You could just walk all the way down there and wade fish. You can go into the park if you want to pay 10 bucks, or if you have a permit, you can walk all the way down through there, this whole area, and probably bring you in some nice trout and some flounder. I'm sure there's redfish and drum and everything in here as well. It's a pretty cool area, and it's right off the main road through Rockport. You got McDonald's over there if you're hungry, Golden Chick, which is one of my favorites right there. Well, apparently, guys, I can't put the drone up because I'm within 5 miles of an airport, which I am. So we won't do that. But anyways, you can see the whole entire area that you can wade fish all up and down through here. And like I said, you can go into the park over there if you want to pay the 10 bucks, or if you have a yearly permit. I think it was 40 bucks for a year permit. They got a nice beach over there. They got bathrooms. I think they got a little convenience store in one of those buildings. I know they got showers and everything like that. But this is supposed to be a really good spot here in the spring and summer during high tide. All right, guys, let's head to number 4, which is right down the road. Again, I might not be able to put the drone up because there's an airport that's very close by, so we'll see what happens. All right, we're at the number 4 spot, which is right off Highway 35 coming out of Rockport, going towards Port Lavaca. You can see the 35 bridge right there. And this is Copano Bay. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but you can wade fish out there. You can put your kayaks in here as well. Fish up against the bridge, probably pulling, I don't know, maybe some mangrove snapper or sheep's head and stuff like that. So we're gonna throw this little lure that I have on this pole out here and see if we can maybe hook something. Had to put it in the back in order to get underneath the bridge there. But there is some structure out here, an old pier or something like that, and then you got these big things right here. So I'm gonna actually throw up against that and see if we could catch anything. Again, this is Copano Bay. Once you get on the other side, you got to watch out for alligators if you're wading fishing in some of the marshes and stuff like that. Throwing this little glass minnow up against that. See what we can do. I see a lot of people wade fishing out here. Every time I come by here. And I don't do much bay fishing at all, guys. I mean, I'm more of a surf fisherman. But you never know what you're gonna catch. Jump on this. Again, I'm using a Fierce 3 combo with 20-pound braided gray, low visibility with a glass minnow. And a subscriber sent me this, so I've never used it before. So we're trying to see if we can catch something. It casts pretty good. So you're gonna, imagine you want to run this thing along the bottom and just pop it. Attract some fish, but the water temperature is pretty cold, so maybe I'm just reeling in too fast. All right, guys, I think the water temperature is just a little too chilly, and they're out in deeper water, warmer waters. Got tangled up with that guy. His line was way over here. Something must have grabbed it and brought it over here. So that's it here. So again, guys, this is Copano Bay or Copano Bay. And you could see, you could actually drive way over there and park anywhere around. You could fish underneath the bridge. You could fish over there where the boat ramp is. So this is the number 4 spot. I've always wanted to stop here and fish, but you know, not using that, using some shrimp or some cut mullet or live mullet or something like that. So pretty good, easy place to find. You just take 35 as you're going to Port Lavaca, and right before you get to the bridge, pull into the boat ramp and then go underneath the bridge. Just watch your poles. If you got a pole rack on there and you got your poles in there, you're gonna have to take them down to get underneath the bridge. You might be able to get underneath right there, but I don't know. Depends on how tall your poles are. But again, this place can be packed on the weekends. But if you come here during the week, you should be able to get a spot. The number 5 spot's gonna be a park, so you'll probably have to pay $5 or so to get in. But anyways, you could see all the areas you have to fish. You can go on the other side of the bridge as well, and there's places over there you could fish as well. You can put your kayak in here. All you gotta do is just pull right up here and drop it off. Again, there's a boat ramp over there. I think those are bathrooms there. And pretty cool place. And it's not too far out of Rockport. All right, guys, let's head to number 5 spot that's close to Rockport that you guys might be able to catch some fish spring, summer, and even winter months. All right, guys, we're at Goose Island State Park. Again, I don't think the tide's come in yet, but you got lots of areas you can fish here. It's a pretty long pier too. Water's pretty shallow. It's kind of chilly out here. But this would be my number 5 spot, guys, just outside of Rockport, across the bridge, across the bay, and take your first right by the convenience store. I think it's a Circle K or something like that. Let's see if I see any flounder laying down in there. Get the sight cast them. All right, we're gonna walk the pier for you guys. You can fish over there on the bay, on the shore over there. There's a nice cement wall. Like I said, the water's real shallow though. So I'm not sure if it's due to because the tide's out right now. And it must be because you see all these little islands out here. All right, we're at the end. There's 3 rod holders here and 2 on each side behind me. You see that shiny area? I don't know if you guys can see it. It's running all the way from there, all the way there. That's what's called a cut. So the water here looks like it's about 2 or 3 feet deep, but I bet you it's about 6 to 10 feet deep. So we're gonna cast in there and see what we can do. All right, we'll get out there in that cut, let it sink to the bottom, and just reel it in slowly. Come on, Mr. Flounder. I know there's flounder in here. Nice cold flounder. Take them home and warm them up, guys. Uh-oh, what? There's a little seaweed on there. All right, let's try to get way out there in that cut. There we go. Because I think that's where the fish are gonna be right there. I didn't plan on coming out here fishing. It's the first time I've ever been here. It'd be nice to pull in a big old flounder. Oh, come on, fishy, fishy. I don't see nothing. Maybe this glass minnow just don't work. Oh, there's some green slime on this thing. So there's some seaweed out there. All right, guys, number 5 spot is Goose Island State Park. You got the pier here. You also have a lot of bank fishing you can do over there. There's a cement wall. I see people wade fishing over there. You got people wade fishing way out here. Right now the tide is out, so you can see all these little islands, but you can see a cut running right straight through here because the water is like a shiny, like it's an oil spill or something all the way out there. So I could see where people can catch some pretty big drum and redfish out here right in that area. Big Rich Fishing, he's caught some pretty big drum out here. So take a look at this footage right here. All right, you can supposedly rent kayaks out here and you use a credit card, and we'll see how much they are, see what they look like. Actually, mine's better than those, but anything will do. $24 for 2 hours, $46 for 4, and $78 for 8 hours. Man, that's a lot. So you've got this whole area, guys, all the way around here that you could wade fish. If you're coming out here in the winter time, make sure you have some waders. You can see that guy out there wade fishing right there. That's the pier I just walked. So imagine when the tide's up, it's probably another foot or 2 deep. Let me show you guys the new Pompano rigs that I got to try out on Saturday. All right, guys, these are the new Pompano rigs I got. Purple, orange and yellow. Orange and yellow. I think that's pink, red and yellow. Different ones that I'm gonna try out Saturday. I have used Salty's Pompano rigs before, and I like them. I like stand-filled tackles as well. I just happened to get these for a decent price, and so I ended up buying those. All right, guys, make sure that you follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and click that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I appreciate you guys watching. If you feel like supporting the channel, you can hit that thanks button down below, and we'll see you next video. Peace, guys.